is taking advantage of our 0% interest financing for up to 48 months, so you can hold on to your cash to buy your gym membership. Visit a Sleep USA near you in Blairsville, Murphy, Franklin, or Silva to sleep well, live well today.
The Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And as long as Pat Malone is already out of bed.
Then I might as well ride herd around here.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith is still special too.
He's always already complaining about his intro. Packy's special too. What's wrong with that, Pack?
I need something better, man. It's like,
But you are special.
I'm just like that. It's like a pity thing. It's like, yep, he's still here.
Yeah, he's special too. Yeah.
We're all special here.
Yeah, there's Jennifer. She's back with us today. So
Good morning, everybody.
we're gonna have a great show. We're gonna have a heck of a show. Is Pat up? You up? Still up there, Pat?
I'm still up, yeah.
What is wrong with Harry? Honestly, you figured it out yet? He's a weird little guy, ain't he?
You're not going to bait me, Stephen. I'm not taking the bait.
Good for you, Pat. Pat is a gentleman.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
And someone has to be
Distinguished, too.
in this crew.
Oh Lord, did you get any? Do anything fun this weekend?
I went down to Sean's house for the weekend. Had a good time with him.
There you go.
Hey, have you ever had Korean barbecue?
No.
Hey,
I have, Pat.
Oh man.
Did you eat it between pieces of lettuce?
No, I didn't eat any lettuce. There was so much meat I couldn't stand it. I broke out in a sweat.
Oh man, I love it when you do that, but I've never eaten a Korean before.
You got to try that. There's a couple of places down there in Gwinnett County where there's a lot of Korean populations that are really terrific.
I hate to tell you, man, Memphis is where the barbecue's at. You not think Memphis barbecue? I mean, well, you got Memphis, you got Texas, and then you got North Carolina. Is that not worth the three barbecue people that fight over who's got the best?
Those are the three different sauces. You're right about that.
I'm a
Yeah.
North Carolina vinegar-based sauce.
I'd
man.
like the vinegar base
Yeah,
too.
the tangy sauce.
Yep.
I don't like that sweet, smoky kind of.
No, I don't
It
like the
overwhelms
sweet
it.
either.
I like tangy vinegar.
I like hot, man. I like it hot.
Yeah, the tangy hot stuff is good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about Koreans. I guess don't they eat rats?
There were no rats on the menu.
You sure that's not what that was?
Hey, if you like hot,
maybe dogs. I think they eat dogs.
Well, it's a
you'd
big
love
old
their kimchi.
it's a big old chicken leg. I've never seen one so long.
Yeah. Call Kim Jong Un. See what he does. See what he eats.
Did you have kimchi too, Pat?
We did.
Man,
we did.
I like
that
it.
is good stuff,
I like me some
boy.
kimchi. That's rotten food, man.
I thought
It will
It
clear
is-
your
It
sinuses.
is rotten.
I
Yeah.
thought Kim Chi was an actor in Hollywood or something. Kim Chi. Hey, I actually got to
Li?
try Vegemite over the weekend. I had that, we got that Copperhead Customs in there from Australia. I've got to be friends with. He sent me Vegemite.
What does it taste like?
Beef stock.
Okay.
Yeah, beef stock. Yeah, it's beef stock. It's it's not really all that good, to be honest with you. But it just takes a little dab to go a long way.
Okay.
It's
So
made from leftover brewer's yeast extract.
Well, I've got 3 cans just like that right there that you're showing that he sent from Australia, and I actually tried it. So if anybody wants any Vegemite, you put it on toast. And so anyway, Vegemite.
Now I'm hungry.
Not
Talking
for Vegemite.
about all this food.
I know that's right. Hey, how about this? This is pretty good. In 1943, born in Robbinsville, North Carolina. That's over there where the moonshiner Jeff hangs out. Ronnie Millsap. Yep, today is Ronnie Millsap's birthday. How about that? You know the funny.
You went to school at Young Harris, didn't he?
Yes, he did. And
I
you know
didn't know that.
we've had him on the show a couple times, and he is a great guy. And all Ronnie Millsap could talk about was Zell Miller. He loves Zell Miller because Zell was actually taught him and that kind of stuff.
Oh, all right.
And man, he is absolutely. I mean, Zell is just like his second father or something, you know. And that was always pretty interesting because all he wanted to do is talk about Zell and all that stuff, you know. And I always thought that was really cool because I like Zell and his family are great people. But anyway. And Charlie Rich was still number 1 with Behind Closed Doors in 1974. which has got a whole new meaning nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The doors need to say closed in the society more nowadays. I want to go back to the good old days.
Please go back. Yeah. Yeah. Please go back. And in 2006, Johnny Cash's, I guess his biography movie or whatever it was, Walk the Line with
Yeah, Joaquin
Joaquin
Phoenix and Reese
It's
Witherspoon.
Joaquin or It starts with a J. I don't know why they say Joaquin, but it's Joaquin.
Joaquin.
It's not. It's J-O. Joaquin. Joaquin Phoenix. He changed it to Joaquin when he got famous, where it sound more professional.
They did a great job, I thought, in that movie.
It was a good movie. And Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And in 2010, Carl Smith, better known as Mr. Country, died. Smith was a husband of June Carter. I did not know that. I guess that was before Johnny come along. And the father of Caroline, the Carter girls, not the, I think, how many did, okay, my brain quit on me again. I think Johnny and June just had one boy, do they not? And then the girls would belong to Carl, I guess.
Okay, I don't know.
Rascal Flatts released Banjo as the first single of their 8th studio album. I don't even remember that song, do y'all?
Nope.
I don't either.
Nope.
Hey, this day in history, George Cook received a patent for a gas burner.
Hey, gas is
how
out.
appropriate for his name to be Cook. George Cook.
And now they want to ban natural gas stoves.
No, just assault gas stoves.
Oh, okay.
What
okay.
kind?
Assault.
How do you know if you got an assault?
Oh, no, like a salt.
The number of knobs on the front of the stove.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
That was a good one, Packy.
No more gas stoves. No more. We're gonna starve to death.
That's what they want. Mm-hmm. They want to cull the herd.
2014, a woman accused of impersonating Alison Krauss on a dating website, stealing money from elderly men. She was put in jail, and she actually stole over $72,800. I'm Alison Krauss, and I love you. Oh, here's $1 million. You can try
This
that.
is the birthday of another persecuted woman. Joan of Arc was born on this day in 1412.
That's Noah's wife.
Yeah, it was.
Noah's wife?
Yeah, Noah's wife.
Yeah, Joan
I
of
don't
Arc.
think it was Noah's wife because she died. She was burned at the stake 19 years later.
Joan of Arc was Noah's wife. Just
Okay.
telling
I'm
you.
with Packy. I can't really prove that. I think that's right.
All right.
Burned at the
Hey,
stake.
and
Why did
by
they
the
burn
way-
at the stake? That'd be a heck of a way to go, wouldn't it?
That's what they
Yeah.
did to heretics back in the day.
I mean, could you imagine standing there though and think, golly, it smells like bacon. I'm getting hungry.
I don't think it smells like bacon.
How do you think? How do you know?
I
How
don't
fat was
know,
she,
but
fat?
I don't think so.
Was she a big old gal? Heavy boned, would we call it? Big bone girl?
No, she was a thin wisp of a gal.
Oh, okay.
What kind of barbecue would you call that?
That's a new barbecue sauce. We need to come out, Joan of Arc.
Pat and I are just looking at each other like, man.
Yeah,
this
like
is
I'm not
weird.
laughing at that. And
Yeah,
Pecky, I hope the lightning rods work.
I know, I'm not. Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
finally got a little morals in here, looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even we have limits, Stephen.
Baloney. Bluegrass songwriter Dixie Hall. That was the wife of Tom T. Hall. Passed away today at 80. I love Tom T. Hall.
Today is actually Martin Luther King's birthday.
Is it his birthday?
It is
Well,
his birthday. Every once in a while, the day that we honor him was actually is his birthday, and today is one of those days.
Would you love to hear his commentary on the situation of everything today?
Oh, man.
I think he'd be upset.
We've had
I think
his,
so too. He was
niece
such a
on.
gentleman.
Right, this is niece, right, Stephen?
What now?
We've had his niece on several
Oh,
times.
yeah. I love
Really?
her, man.
Was it Alvita?
Yeah,
Alveda
Oh,
King.
she's
she hates all the
wonderful.
stuff going on
Yeah.
now.
Boy, she's got it to say, and she don't care. It's like, and we were talking about race, and boy, she got all over me. She said there is no racism. It's the human race, period. That's what we need to worry about, the human race.
Exactly.
And boy, she put it out there. She don't care at all. And sweet lady.
Well, he was definitely about peace.
Yeah.
But another guy was born today who wasn't about peace. Edward Teller was born today in 1908. He is the father of the hydrogen bomb.
Oh,
Wow. That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, what are you gonna do? I
And
was saying, what?
this day in 1919, the 18th Amendment was ratified. Packy and I both cried.
What is the 18th Amendment?
Prohibition.
oh,
That actually worked. Prohibition actually worked.
It actually worked.
Yeah.
It created Al Capone.
Yeah, the
Well, I mean,
It
there's always a
created,
downside to it, but they said that actually like spousal abuse went down, fights went down. What's it called when you drink liquor and you get your liver shot and all that stuff?
Cirrhosis.
All that stuff went down. Yeah, all that went
They
down.
they said that, huh?
And then but Al Capone, man, he you got to give credit where credit's due. He was feeding what they need, where they needed it in that. But it did actually. If you Google all that, you'll see that a lot of that stuff did actually. So I vote for it again. I think we need to go to prohibition.
I looked.
Someone
Okay,
told me
I
there's a
googled it, and it
speakeasy.
says not only did
Yeah.
prohibition fail, it failed to decrease the overall consumption of liquor. You've been
So
fact checked.
apparently they
Man.
was wrong.
No, he's reading the wrong thing. Are
Yeah.
you on Google? Yeah,
I'm on bushlight.com.
That's what I thought. Hey, it's National Fig Newton Day. I love Fig Newtons.
I love Fig Newtons too.
Yep. National Religious Freedom Day.
Speaking on that, did you see that article where the gentleman was asked to leave the Mall of America just because he had a Jesus shirt on?
Really?
So where is the freedom of speech? And
Well, it's freedom of
Yeah,
speech,
freedom.
not advertisement. What did it say? Jesus saves or
it
something?
just said Jesus saves. But I mean, if someone had an Allah saves or Buddha saves, would they have been asked to leave the mall?
I'd have told
Would
him,
that
I'd
be
say,
offensive?
man, that says Jesus.
Yeah, my name is Jesus, and I save.
Yeah, I do that. What is it called? I'm a lifeguard.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Jesus, and I say, that's what the world's coming to, though.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Absolutely.
If we let it.
I wonder what I mean, I guess that offended somebody. And that's
It's
sad.
got the
Yeah, it was
coexist
good.
thing on it, and it's got like an X'd out. Can you see that? Like coexist. It's got the scratched out, and
Yeah,
above
that
it
was the
says
back of the-
Jesus is the only way.
And the front of the shirt says something. But still, to be asked to leave just for that.
I mean, I got passed the other day going down the road and on a double yellow, and the lady flicked me off, and back of her car had a coexist sticker on it. That's ironic, man.
That is.
I was going 45 and a 55, but I mean, in the
Well, what is it where the police officer actually pulled this lady over for a stolen vehicle? And she says, why'd you pull me over? And he said, well, I thought this was a stolen vehicle. And she said, why in the world would you think that? And he said, well, you got all this Jesus saves on the back of your car, but you're shooting everybody birds. I just assumed that this wasn't your vehicle. I think that actually happened. But who knows? It does now. We put it out there, right?
Right.
I was trying to think there's somebody else here. Oh, yeah, John Carpenter. Today's John Carpenter's birthday.
Who's he?
Do you remember the movie Christine and all this?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a big movie director. I don't, and I liked him right up to the movie Christine, but I'm a big car guy, and they tore up all them '57 Plymouth Furies, and since then I can't stand him. And he's a weird looking dude too.
Most definitely.
Yeah, looks kind of like Harry, don't he? Anyway.
Looks like Biden with black spectacles.
That would be bad. Hey, we need to get to break. We got some more breaking news from Biden. He's got stuff stashed everywhere he didn't know nothing about.
I bet he has stuff in your garage, Stephen. Let's go raid your garage.
There you go. Today is brought to you by More Insurance Services, 828-389-4000. They can save you lots and lots of money. They got a weekend show talking about insurance, which is really, really cool. So, y'all, we'll be right back.
And now with more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten. And a one-car motor vehicle accident in Young Harris yesterday took the life of a 27-year-old Blairsville man. Towns County Coroner Tamala Cooper tells WJRB that Orlando Noyola lost control of his car at the curve near Gibby's Furniture on Highway 76. She adds that speed was a factor. Noyola was headed towards Blairsville, and his wreck comes at a spot that has caused frustration for first responders because of the curve between Gibby's and the old firehouse. The Georgia Department of Transportation has plans to straighten and widen that stretch of Highway 76. And an unoccupied vacation home in the Laurel Brook community of Northwest Union County was almost completely destroyed early Friday morning in a fully involved structure fire. County Fire Chief David Dyer tells WJRB that a cause is not yet known. The Union County Fire Department responded after an inbound call saying there was a possible garage or home on fire. Stations 1, 2, 3, and 4 responded, and firefighters were on the scene for several hours controlling the blaze. Towns County Sheriff's deputies picked up a convicted felon late last week and arrested him for possession of mushrooms and drug paraphernalia. Ronnie Sanders, 32 of Murphy, was released on a $17,000 bond yesterday. He was stopped for driving too fast at 17 and 69, and a press release says a K-9 deputy detected the drugs and 3 handguns. Please download the free WJRB app. For Pat Malone and Harry Bond, I'm Jeff Batten.
This is Marvin Cooper with Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, and I'm here with our office manager, Cassandra Bannister. Cassandra, Ken just called you Little Bit, and it made me think about all of our friends' nicknames. Red, Piglet, Speed, Smiley, Tank, Peanut, Spud, Oompa, Dink, and Stretch. I think Tamala and I need nicknames. I once called Tamala Chinchilla.
Marvin Cooper, Tamala is going to kill you. I can't believe you just said that on the radio. We are Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home since 1934.
Young Harris Water Sports and RV now offering new RVs from top brands like Cedar Creek Fifth Wheels, Cottage and Villa Park Models, Salem Travel Trailers, No Boundaries Extreme Off-Road Towables, and more. Young Harris Water Sports and RV has the largest service center, parts, and accessories selection in the area, so there's no need to leave the mountains. Young Harris Water Sports and RV, located at 3676 Highway 76, or online at yhmarineandrv.com.
Let's go!
The Oaks Lakeside Kitchen invites you back to experience the warm Georgia welcome you've been missing and to taste your way through the locally crafted menu by Chef George. Relax around the dinner table with your friends and family with a curated cocktail at the Oaks Lakeside Kitchen. On the shores of Lake Chattooga, the Oaks Lakeside Kitchen welcomes you back. Reservations available at opentable.com. Dinner Friday through Tuesday, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Oaks Lakeside Kitchen. Life's biggest moments call for unique and beautiful gifts. Let Davis Jewelers take away all the worry and indecision with a beautiful pendant, ring, necklace, or earrings. We've got a huge selection of unique pieces to make every special moment become an oh wow moment. Our experts at Davis Jewelry want to help you find the perfect piece for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, and engagements, or just because. Find us at 417 Blue Ridge Street in Blairsville or davisjewelry.jewelershowcase.com.
Hello, I'm attorney David Barrett. People sometimes tell me, I don't need a will. I don't have any money. Even if that's true, the situation could change fast if you die and there's an insurance settlement. Wills are especially important for young parents with kids. Leave your loved ones your belongings, not a mess. If you don't have a will or need to update one, call 706-745-0250. That is 706-745-0250 for an appointment.
Saving for retirement can mean different things for different people. Not every situation is the same. I'm Gary Anderson with Anderson Advisors in Young Harris. For almost 30 years, I have worked with families to assist in maintaining and producing income in retirement, to make sure you don't outlive your money, and to prepare you for the unexpected. For more information, give me, Gary Anderson, a call, 888-371-2847, or visit the website, gary-anderson.com.
The Morning Dish.
At the beginning of a new week, people see things differently, like why they're locked into their monster insurance carrier and paying higher premiums than their next-door neighbor. If that's you, you need to speak with Moore Insurance Services, an independent agency in Hayesville, Blairsville, and Hiawassee.
I'd like to give a publicly apology for the barbecue sauce joke.
Yep. Getting a little scared now, aren't you?
Well, I mean, when Packy starts making fun of me, we're like, dang, I have reached a new low. Robbie Bachman, man, drummer of Bachman Turner Overdrive, one of the founding members of Bachman Turner Overdrive. Randy Bachman, y'all know Randy, we've had him on a couple of times. Be his brother and BTO, Bachman Turner Overdrive, and actually the Guess Who. Remember the Guess Who? They actually started all that. But anyway, he passed away. That's kind of sad at age 69, and it don't really say what it is. But, I was talking to you earlier. When we had him, he talked about you ain't seen nothing yet. Goes, hey, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. He actually,
baby.
His brother, which I'm thinking would be Randy, he stuttered, and they always made fun of him stuttering. And so he wrote that song to make fun of his brother for stuttering. That's why it goes, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. And because he was just poking fun of his brother. And so they said, well, we need to cut that song. And then actually when they started recording it, he left that stutter part out. And they say, no, you've got to put the stutter in there. So now that's, as Paul Harvey says, the rest of the story.
I miss Paul Harvey.
Yeah, I do too. Yep. So anyway, keep them in your prayers. I never did know him. And what else? We got Robbie Knievel passed away.
Evel Knievel was my hero growing up.
He was tough.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, back in the day, he would just have to look at the ramp and say, I think I probably need to hit that at 100 mile an hour. Nowadays they figure all that out by science, by calculators, and they got calculators now, and they know exactly how fast and all that kind of stuff they need to go. But back then, man, Evel Knievel. But Robbie, I think he did a few stunts in this, that, and the other. But
Yep.
60 years old. That's young.
That is young.
Yep, that's young. So I reckon he had some. I think he had cancer, battling. Yep, pancreatic cancer.
I wonder how long he had pancreatic cancer. That usually pops up about 3 months before you.
Really? Yeah,
pass.
that's sad,
That
though.
is sad.
I never knew Robbie all that nut, but he was in Clearwater, Florida. I think they both lived down there. And Lisa Marie Presley, she has passed away, and she is going to be buried at Graceland next to her son. Her son committed suicide, and they buried him there, so I reckon they're all going to be at Graceland. Did anybody ever figure out what happened to her, though? Does anybody know?
She died of a second heart attack. Evidently, that's what the autopsy showed, but they haven't released if there are any toxicology issues.
What's going on with that? I don't know. I just think, she's like a month younger than I am and have a heart attack. That's sad, ain't it?
So was it a broken heart or something else?
I probably was, because I guess she never got over Packy's hero, Nicolas Cage. What are you doing, Packy?
I'm just reading about Evel Knievel's bike.
Yeah, it weighed like 2,000 pounds.
It did. It weighed about 300 pounds.
Yeah.
But it was a 750. I was just looking up because it's interesting to see how much older that stuff is and how he was doing all those jumps and stuff on these bikes that were.
They were just store-bought bikes.
Yeah,
man.
I mean that's awesome.
They had no, nowadays when these guys do these bikes, they're built to jump and all that kind of stuff. Back then it was just, I'm just gonna get this Harley and go jump, and away they went.
And they did it by intuition.
Yeah, wing and a prayer.
A wing and a prayer.
Yep.
But sorry, back to Nicolas Cage. What were you saying? I'm listening now. What were you saying about the greatest
Evel
actor?
Knievel was the original Hold My Beer guy, right?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, ain't no doubt.
I could make a movie about his life, and Nicolas Cage could play him.
Yeah, easily.
Honest to goodness, the other night, me and Dylan sitting there going through the Netflix or whatever it was, and there's a new movie out with Nicolas Cage in it. And it looked like a pretty good movie. I mean, honestly, from the trailer. But we wouldn't watch it because Nicolas Cage was in it.
Why?
Well, we just knew it'd be stupid. It was like, I ain't watching that. That's got Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage is a great actor.
Yeah,
Have you ever
he
seen
is
like
a good
Raising
actor.
Arizona? Some of those.
That was the only movie that he
What are
ever
you talking
did.
about? Ghost Rider 2?
Moonstruck.
No,
Cher.
he's a great actor, but he just lost all his money and had to take terrible roles to make it all back. He took every role he could get.
Yeah. Gee, he did do that.
That would be you.
Well, I have done that. Yeah, I have done that
actor,
too. Yeah, I have done that. I'm guilty, but yeah, I am. I'm guilty. Somebody's calling. Is that a wrong number? What's the deal with that? You got another story here you was talking about.
Which one? Take your
The
pick.
one about the words to not be used.
Oh, this is interesting. Stanford University has formed a terminology task force for the, quote, elimination of harmful language. It's an initiative where, and you know what you can't say? You know George Carlin, he had those 7 words that are forbidden on radio.
Oh, yeah, we got them here too, so leave them out.
Well, these are the woke words that they want to ban. American.
Oh, yeah, we definitely need to do that. That's offensive.
Gangbusters.
Why would that be offensive?
I don't know.
He's going like gangbusters. What does gangbusters even mean? Google
don't
that.
know.
What does gangbusters mean?
Survivor.
Oh, they'll have to get rid of the TV series now. Do y'all watch Survivor?
Yes.
Nah.
I don't either.
These are two, like Southern. Beating a dead horse.
Well, that's a good saying right there.
And Stephen, no one could call you insane anymore.
No.
Yeah. And the good news is they also can't call you stupid.
No. How about shut up, Stephen? We do that one?
And of course, we have the black hat and white hat.
Well,
and
now,
many more.
Wait a minute now. The black hat, good guys wear black, right? Ain't that what it was? The good guys wear black, and then back in the day, in the Cowboys and Indians, wasn't it?
I think the white hats were the good
guys. Not really. They were incognito.
Anyway, it just reminds me of what Michelle Obama said, that we have to change our language and traditions. So that's just another subtle way to
I'm gonna tell
take
you,
away from the First
if somebody
Amendment.
calls you stupid and it offends you, it should, because you're stupid.
I've been called so much worse. I just let it roll off my back.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But I don't know why they're coming up with all this stuff. I mean, these folks get their feelings hurt and all that. Where are we going to, honestly? I mean, you've got these guys in the military now. They do have to do that same stuff. I mean, they're going to war, and they're going to be over like, you can't call me that. I'm mad.
Yeah.
I need my free space where I can meditate and,
Yep. America needs to toughen up.
I want somebody like Patton. You know what I'm saying? Just put it out there and it could care less. Mm-hmm. But how these people like this woke stuff, I don't understand where it's all coming from. How are they getting so much power? I mean, how are they getting so much airplay? Maybe it's because everybody thinks they're idiots, but then they won't nobody say they're idiots. What was that, Pat?
Hey, that was Benny. He calling in and says you also can't say aloha or any kind of word that means hello, I guess, unless...
Oh, he's right about that. I seen that too.
You
Aloha.
can't say
if you're not,
shalom or any...
If you're not a Hawaiian, you can't say shalom.
I guess that's what...
You have to be a Hawaiian to say shalom or aloha and all that kind of stuff. So if you got to be a redneck before you can say yontu and all that, is there yontu on there?
Mm-hmm. I love rednecks.
What you did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ain't nobody. That's rednecks, man. Nobody takes up for rednecks, and we don't even care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only people in the world you can still make fun of.
Yeah.
Rednecks. Yontu? You're so stupid. I just think it's crazy. What do you think, Pat? Do you use these words? Have you kicked them all out?
I don't have a problem with any of this stuff. I just ignore it.
Yeah.
And that's what really ticks off people. I think they're looking for a reaction when they say you can't say aloha. Well, hey, aloha.
So why did they get, how are they getting so much traction with all this, though? I mean, honestly.
Because people like you repeat it on the air.
I just think you're crazy, man. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, it is crazy.
It's not funny. It's trampling on our freedoms.
Not unless you let it.
Yeah, but then they kick you off of there. I mean, how many people get kicked off there? What's that girl that cooked all that good fried chicken? They kicked her off there.
That's Hollywood. Who cares about that? That's like Nicolas Cage stuff.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't talk about Nicolas Cage. Packy will cut you off.
Well, in a way,
I know he will. He's got the button, too.
Well, corporations are now adopting the ESG scores.
What is that?
Research ESG. It's Environmental Social Governance Board, and that's a hidden backdoor to where they police speech, if you are green or not. It's now, if you could, like banks, for example, are going to be lending money to people who have high ESG scores who toe the line of the woke agenda versus conservative-based businesses.
So if you don't like that, don't do business with those companies.
Yeah, you need to go to...
But they're huge companies. Bank of America, like several huge...
There's more than one bank.
Oh,
go
I
to
know.
United Community Bank.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have an EFG score.
Right.
What
That's why
about,
we need to start really paying attention to where our dollars go.
Well, we talked about that Big and Rich. What's John Rich has got into somebody. They've actually started their own bank. Y'all remember we was talking about that, where they're doing away with it's for the little guy like us that don't give a real
Oh, that's neat.
And they're trying to do that before you ain't got to do all that woke stuff. But back growing up, I remember the saying, "Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me." Do y'all remember that?
Oh, yes.
Sure.
Yeah, and that was just kind of because, kids are cruel. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, it's innocent as a child. A child will tell you like it is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you smell funny. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
don't tell him that.
Kids aren't cruel. Kids are truthful.
There you go. I mean, that's the whole thing. But, they do.
Now, cruel is when you accept that word hurt you.
I'm with you on that. But they do call each other names, just like we do adults.
So what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the big deal?
Well, nowadays it's a big deal. You can't do that. It's a big deal. You've hurt my feelings. I'm like, oh, get over it. That's when of course, I always, I thought that was, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And I always thought that was the directions. If somebody says anything to make you mad, like calling you names, and you just picked up a stick or stone. I thought that's what that was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can call me a name if you want to, but take that. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
I don't know, but this is a crazy world we live in, and we're in it.
It is a crazy world. It's only crazy if you live in it.
Yeah, I know that's right.
If you just ignore it and move on and do your thing, it's not so crazy.
I reckon studies say that if you have very private documents that you would like to keep safe, is to put them in your garage beside your Corvette.
You must have a lot of documents in your garage.
Just put them in there with your Corvette.
Yeah.
They'll
Hey,
be
come
safe.
on, no. The garage was locked.
Yeah, it was. I reckon he figured they'd take the
Mm-hmm.
Corvette instead of the. How many have they got so far? I mean, they keep turning up everywhere. They actually found out that they were before the election. They found them. Did they not now?
Right. I think it's interesting that they're starting to release this now. I just don't think they want Biden to come back for the second term.
I think you're right about that. But they held it, which is crazy, before the election. And then they made a big deal with Trump down there with his, trying to keep him from running again. You know. And I think you're right. I think the Democrats that says, okay, we've got to do something. So they're.
It's kind of interesting that this has been going on for a while, but it's just now coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what we're
and
saying.
and it's like they found all these, but they just happened to bust Trump with it right before this happened. So it's like, there you go. See, they're both doing it.
But here's the thing. I mean, that's it. But it's just like she says, the Democratic Party does not want Biden to run again. So they're going to let him implode, and they're not going to take care of him. I mean, they're even saying that his handlers are starting to send him out a little bit more without his teleprompter.
One thing I don't understand is, like, why are his lawyers the ones and his aides are the ones who are, like, finding these? Have you read that?
Well,
it's like, but it doesn't make any sense. That's like the worst lawyer ever. It's like
well, it's not. They're doing what they're. I mean, you know, if you can't see through all this, I think you're crazy. I think I think they're wanting. They
want him gone.
They want him gone, and this is the only way they know to do it without hurting more the Democratic Party. I honestly think, but I don't know who they're going to get on there. I think they're talking about Butt Giddy.
Oh no! Please no.
I think that's who they're talking about. No kidding, and he's done such a great job so far with everything that he's done. But
Who are you talking about?
Butt Giddy.
Buttigieg.
He's saying it wrong.
Oh, Buttigieg.
Buttigieg.
Yeah. the guy that running the Department of Transportation so efficiently, right?
Yeah, that guy.
Especially with
The
that
guy that-
power
that-
outage or the whatever computer outage.
Yeah, he's doing a great
the
job.
other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
But you know, in reality, he'd probably be doing better than Biden right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's sad to say.
No.
Hey, the nuclear guy, that worked out pretty good.
Who?
The luggage guy.
Oh, yeah. What was his name? Stole all the luggage. I think he's in jail now, ain't he?
Yeah, they fired him, though.
Did they really?
Too much baggage.
They'll hire him back before it's over with. Yeah, I don't know, man. So how many of these documents are they? They keep finding them here, there, and yonder, and everywhere. Do they not? I mean, they've got them in the car. They got them in his. Mm-hmm. And actually, the house is. How long we got? How many breaks we got, Pac?
We got 2 more breaks, man.
We got 2 more.
Let's take one now. We'll come back.
Let's take one now. We come back. Let's take one now. I need to thank More Insurance Services. How about that? I do love them. They actually insure me, so y'all need to give them a call. They can save you a lot of money. And that being said, we'll be right back.
At United Community Bank, we believe the most powerful equation in banking is loving your bank, plus your bank loving you back. Our customers rated us #1 in customer satisfaction with consumer banking in the Southeast, plus #1 in trust. We've earned not just 1 J.D. Power Award, but 7 in the past 8 years. When superior banking combines with the highest customer satisfaction, it all adds up. Experience the difference at United Community Bank. Member FDIC. For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Now you can find More Insurance in Blairsville on Highway 515 across the street from the Home Depot. Call 706-745-2139 for a fast and accurate quote.
Union General Women's Health provides obstetrics and gynecological services close to home. Doctors include Kevin Davis, Cynthia Mercer, Kimberly Denton, Benjamin Harris, and nurse practitioner Christy Collins. They serve all of Northeast Georgia, Western Carolina, and surrounding areas. Plus, they now have 2 locations in Blairsville and Blue Ridge, Georgia. Call 706-835-2222 to schedule your appointment in Blairsville, or 706-946-3080 to schedule your appointment in Blue Ridge.
If you've been injured, you don't need to go to Atlanta or Gainesville to find a lawyer. The law office of Daniel Duello specializes in accident cases and is based in Blairsville. I used to defend insurance companies and saw their attempts to pay less through pressure and delays. Now I want to use that experience to help you get treated fairly. Just search for Daniel Duello or call 706-603-3036 and I'll see you in Blairsville. It's 706-603-3036.
Yes, he's your best friend, but his listening skills need help. Your dog won't do what you say, and he's jumping all over your parents. Well, take him to the Paws Dog Training and Canine Behavior Center in Blairsville. Our one-on-one classes will help correct your dog's behavior. The website is pawsworkingdogs.org. By appointment only in Blairsville off 515. Call 706-716-9990 for all levels of dog training. Take them to the Paws Dog Training and Canine Behavior Center in Blairsville.
It's supper time at Blairsville Restaurant Grits and Greens. Yep, be our guest for breakfast and lunch Monday and Tuesday, and for breakfast, lunch, and dinner Wednesday through Sunday. We're right in the heart of Blairsville at 40 Ernest Street. And have you heard about our sister barbecue restaurant, Smokeout Barbecue, right next door? Smokeout is serving pulled pork, brisket, and pulled chicken. Come see us at Blairsville Restaurant Grits and Greens, and now Smokeout Barbecue. We hear that tummy rumbling, and we can't wait to see you.
The Morning Dish.
You can't blame Stephen Phillips for your business insurance going up 25% this year, but you can still do something about it. Business owners, you need to talk business with More Insurance Services, your mountain insurance agency in Hayesville, Blairsville, and Hiawassee.
All righty, we're back with you. We're just having too much fun out there making fun of all this. But we were talking about the Bidens, which is nobody ever talks about them anymore, but now they're turning against him. But we were talking about he's got a house in is it Maryland?
I believe it's a subdivision of Maryland somewhere. I don't have it's on my iPad. I forgot to bring
His
my
house,
iPad.
his house is in Delaware, and he's got a second house at Rehoboth Beach.
Okay, this one house that he's got, it actually belongs to Hunter, though, right?
Well, Hunter
No.
Biden filled out a background screening request. And on that screening request, which is like a background check
Right.
type thing, he claimed he owned the residence where the documents were found.
So,
And something else that makes you go, is Hunter also disclosed that he was paying over $49,000 per month to rent a house owned by Daddy Joe. So it kind of makes you wonder, are the Chinese paying the rent to access the records? That's just my joke.
thing that makes you go, I ain't laughing. I can see you got the documents, the house, the Chinese. This ain't looking good. What do you think, Pac?
I think you're right. I think, but I think Joe is too stupid. I don't think he did any of this on purpose. I think it's just forgetful.
Hey,
do
you don't make it that high up in the thing without he's smart.
I think Joe
The
is like,
CCP is the one that's smart and calculating, and they're
He's
playing
as
him
smart
like a
as
fiddle.
Nicolas Cage.
I think you're wrong. You know, there's that old gangster back years ago that he tried to act like he was crazy, and he'd go around acting crazy, but there was nothing wrong with him. But he was a big gangster in New York.
Oh, I forgot
What was his name? And I think that's what Biden's doing. He's trying to, and that way, when they do charge him all this stuff, he's going to get off on insanity or something. I don't think it worked out too good for that guy because somebody killed him, I think, before it was all said and done. But I think that's where he's going. But talking about money laundering, I mean, would this not be kind of, I mean, you know, of course, Hunter's got all that money he made from them paintings because he's like, he is like the.
He's Michelangelo.
Like Bob Ross, man.
Yeah, I mean, he really, I mean, his paintings are worth hundreds of dollars, but he's getting millions for them. How does that work?
Son of the president?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Didn't you buy one of his paintings?
No.
No.
No. I think the chimps over at the preserve in Blue Ridge
I think
probably
that's on the
paint as
list.
well as he does.
Chimps is on the
Chimps
list.
is on there, Pat.
Chimps is on the list.
Is it?
Yeah, you can't say that. Can you redo that statement, please?
The chimpanzees? Can I
that's
say
on
the
the
whole
list too.
thing?
That's on the list too.
That's on the list too? Okay, the primates over in Blue Ridge.
That's on the list too.
Hey, I don't know. This doesn't apply to me. I'm the crotchety old man. I don't care.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I reckon Hunter, he's got this ex-lover, it says, and that they've got this kid, and he is fighting for the kid not to use his last name. He don't want the kid. So I reckon he had this affair with this gal. They've got a kid that's coming, and he don't want the kid to have his last name, and they're fighting to have the kid to have the last name.
Was that the stripper?
I
The
guess
one
it
who
was,
impregnated-
but I'm just
yeah.
sitting here thinking, bless his heart, or her, whichever kid it is. I mean, how would you like to have that put on you for the rest of your
Oh,
life?
so sad. Yeah.
You think he's going to get Father of the Year for that?
I don't know, man, but I just feel sorry for the young and golly bones.
You
bless
have a kid and then you don't want him to have your name. Okay.
Yeah, you know, that's it, though. You know, when they come in there, it's like, oh, that's Hunter Biden's kid. And everybody like, oh, they kind of look at you funny. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he ain't got a chance. Do you think?
It's a she.
Oh, it is a she. She ain't got
Yeah.
a chance.
All right.
Yep, ain't got a chance. So
The sins of the father don't get passed on to the daughter; they only get passed on to the son.
yeah, I don't know. I guess you're right about that. This is just a crazy world that we live in, is it not? Hey, we got some comments, and Packy, you need to change the camera, please.
Oh, hang on.
There you go.
Oh, look at her fixing that hair.
No.
She's like, I want to
Put
be
it back
incognito.
to
Oh, what, this whole thing?
Yeah.
Ronnie Maxwell. Well, I don't know if I should. Okay.
I love you, Ronnie.
All right. Diane Palmer says Steven was the movie a Western with Nicolas Cage, the one you were talking about.
Yes, it was. It was a Western. Absolutely, it was a Western with some kid or something, some girl, and they go around shooting everybody. You know how them Westerns are.
Joey Bailey. Let's see. He's talking about Nicolas Cage, too. I'm with you, man. Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
And Face Off. That had what? John
Face
Travolta?
Off was good.
Oh, yeah,
I
that was
forgot
awesome.
about Face
Great
Off.
movie.
That's just because he had that John Travolta in it.
And Ronnie Maxwell says thought Nicolas Cage in Family Man was a great movie.
I don't think I've ever seen
I've
that
never
one.
seen Family Man.
And wish you would pan the camera over to the new host occasionally. She's cute.
There you go. She's on.
Thanks, Packy. You the man. Helping you out here, Ronnie.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Stephen, don't worry. This is Joey Bailey. Stephen, don't worry. His doors are locked on the convertible.
Oh, there you go. I'd be the guy to go get the Corvette. I wouldn't even care about the rest. I probably couldn't even read it.
His doors are locked on the convertible.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Wonder what documents are in the vet's glove box.
I don't know. Somebody needs to look, but if they could get the doors open, maybe they could check it out.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. They actually had him run with Jay Leno. I like Jay Leno, but they had him do a thing with Jay Leno not long ago before he got blowed up. I thought,
he's driving the car.
Yeah. So, all right, we're up to date on her messages on YouTube and all that stuff. We need to take one more break. We're going to give something away. What are we going to give away, Pac?
We've got some, let's see, how about 7M Family Farms? I got one more of those. 7M Family Farms in Blairsville. They have a restaurant. You go out there and eat. You need to make reservations, though. 7M Family Farms. They also have the farm store. You can buy fresh produce. Great. They have hydroponic growing stuff.
What is hydroponic growing stuff?
That you grow it in the water.
Oh, is that what you do?
Feed minerals into the water.
Oh, that's cool.
I love
cool.
7M. I get all my produce from 7M.
Yep, 7M Family Farms. So we'll give away a $25 gift certificate right now to the first caller at 706-379-9770. And Steven's going to thank More Insurance Services.
Absolutely, I am. I love them guys. They have got 5 locations to better serve you. They actually got me insured, so I can vouch for them, and they're great people. So give them a call, 828-389-4000.
Last hours. It's your last chance to save during the massive store closing liquidation at Carolina Furniture and Mattress in Hayesville. Take advantage of final drastic price cuts on all furniture and mattresses. Hurry! 6 p.m. Friday is your last chance to save at Carolina Furniture and Mattress in Hayesville.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
In Hayesville, you can find More Insurance Services on Highway 64 West, near 69. Call 828-389-4000 for a fast and accurate quote.
Dad, turn on the heat.
Give it a second.
Hey, Dad, it's really cold.
Guys, this car isn't exactly brand new. Give it a second.
So I'm guessing heated seats are out of the question?
Wise guy.
Hey guys, it's Andy. Why don't you come see me and check out all the new and pre-owned vehicles at Jackie Jones Ford of Hayesville. The new year means a new vehicle, and Jackie Jones Ford is ready to hook you and the kids up with something a little, hotter. Jackie Jones, your neighborhood Ford dealer, Highway 64 West in Hayesville. Online at jjfordhayesville.com.
Boundary Waters Resort and Marina on Lake Chatuge is the #1 JC Tri-Tune dealer in the country, specializing in luxury performance Tri-Tunes with reliable Suzuki outboard power. As the exclusive dealer for JC Tri-Tune in the Lake Chatuge area, our professional sales and service team will get you out on the water in style. For the best selection and pricing on new and used JC Tri-Tunes in the North Georgia mountains, visit Boundary Waters Resort and Marina at bwboating.com or call 706-896-2530.
For older adults who enjoy their freedom but need a helping hand with everyday life and activities.
Whether independent living or assisted living is your desire, age in place at Brasstown Manor Senior Living.
Enjoy the best in senior care, amenities, and dining in Hiawassee. Brasstown Manor is more than just a place to live. It's a fun, active community, a safe haven, and a lifestyle.
Start your journey at BrasstownManor.com.
It's a brand new year, and the compliments from WJUL and WJRB clients keep rolling in.
I'm Tamala Cooper with Bannister Cooper Funeral Home in Hiawassee. Put us down as a big believer in these radio stations. We know that our ads are being heard and that they're being received positively. We appreciate that the staff is thinking of our funeral home and how to help us grow.
If your business needs new customers this year, visit WJULradio.com or call the radio station because we've got them.
Attention! The massive store closing liquidation is coming to an end at Carolina Furniture and Mattress in Hayesville. It's your last chance to find furniture and mattresses, all priced with maximum markdowns. Don't wait. It absolutely ends 6 p.m. Friday at Carolina Furniture and Mattress in Hayesville.
The Morning Dish. Unlike the telephone company, you've got choices in the mountains for auto insurance. And when you deal with an independent agent, you've got even more. And choices mean savings. Speak with a local neighbor at Moore Insurance Services.
All righty, we're back with you. Who we got on the phone there, Packy?
We've got Debbie Phillips. If I can turn around here.
There you go. Who we got on the phone?
Debbie, are you there?
Hi, Debbie.
Hey, Jennifer, how are you?
Great. How are you?
I think this is Russian collusion here.
Yeah, I've been seeing you on there. I'm like, oh, hey, it's Jennifer. Cool.
Yeah, I love being here.
So what are you doing up so early?
Why, I say I get up early.
Early?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what are you
Jennifer,
doing?
I bug them all the time when I was still at the library or the museum, as Stephen calls
The
it.
museum. I wish is that old guy still up there got that book that nobody likes?
I haven't kept up with that, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. I hadn't heard anything about it here lately.
Yeah, I haven't heard much either.
I think it all blew over. I think it's still there, but
That's the way it works, man. Ain't nobody got no guts
Mm-hmm.
I know.
back in the day.
Yeah, I just called to get the 7M Farms. I like to go over there, too.
Yeah, that's a cool place. You got to answer a question, though. Pat Malone, did you have a question?
I do have a question. Right after Georgia was first established as a state, its western boundary extended all the way to the Mississippi River. What are the two states that are now in between Georgia and the Mississippi River?
Okay, the two between Georgia and the Mississippi?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, that would have to be Alabama and Mississippi.
There you go. You're a winner.
Brains run in the Phillips family.
Where did Texas go? I thought Texas is in there somewhere.
Texas is on the other side of the Mississippi River.
Oh, I got you. I knew it was there somewhere close.
Stephen.
What?
Good, buddy.
I'm
Where's
laying in there
Texas?
with it.
He's not very good at geology.
I'm doing the best I can. How many people can name? Honestly, we got Logan in there, and he's learning the states by looking at them without the names, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we're teaching him this, and I don't know them. I mean, if you put the United States of America.
Wait a minute. We're teaching him this. I hope
Okay, Emily's
Emily is
teaching him this. Okay, Emily's teaching him this.
Well, the only states that matter are the red states.
I'm
anyway.
with you on that. I
Who
guarantee
cares
it, but-
about the others?
But I mean, if you put the United States of America out there with no names on it, how many of them can you actually write in there?
I did pretty good. We actually did that not too long ago. But those Midwestern states, they get real convoluted and confused.
I mean, I can get
They're
the
all
ones-
square.
Yeah.
It's hard when
And
they're
then
all
ones way
square.
up top, you know, the little bitty ones up there, it's all put together. Like Maine and all that, you know?
Mhm, New Hampshire.
Yeah, they all kind of run together.
Vermont.
I can get all
Yeah.
the states on this side.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Texas, you know, everybody knows Texas and California. And that.
Yeah,
But you, like I say, when you get them other ones, and I thought, man, I can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
Problem with the Midwestern state is they're all flat
Well, they're square. Most of them are square
and flat.
and flat. I like what Waylon Jennings said. He was boning out in Lubbock, Texas or somewhere, and he said his dog ran away, and he said he watched it go for 3 solid days.
Pat, which state is the furthest west?
The furthest west. Well, that's easy. Which
I
state
think
is?
it's Alaska.
What do you think, Steve?
I guess I'm going to go with Alaska.
Yeah, a lot of people say Hawaii.
Really?
I was in Hawaii. Yeah,
I think
would've been-
I'd like to go to Texas. I mean, to Alaska and Hawaii. I think that'd be cool because, you know, they're just right next to each other.
We were just there in Hawaii this past year. We were at that volcano that's erupting right now.
Wow.
Hope they don't have security cameras. flick that cigarette down in there and starts rumbling a little bit.
Oh, well. All right, Debbie, you've won. What are you going to do the rest of the day?
Oh, cool. Oh, I've got a whole lot of things up today. Just got to get up and get at it.
There you go. Well, get out of the bed.
Oh, I'm out of the bed.
All right.
Thanks, Debbie.
Thank you.
Diane Palmer says that new Nicolas Cage movie, The Western, is on at Hiawassee.
Is it good? Has anybody seen it?
Ronnie
No,
Maxwell.
she only said it was on.
Oh, okay.
And Ronnie Maxwell says that he wants the listeners to know that Cuban sandwich from Lala's is awesome. You need to try it. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Lala's is right off the square in Blairsville. Cuban food, it's excellent.
It is.
It
good.
is. It's
yeah,
really
we've been
good.
over there.
Mhm.
Yep, no doubt. So we went to see Jamie Johnson Friday night. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I like Jamie, but it's all in color. You ought to see it in color. I think that's it. You ought to see it in color. But anyway, Pat, what are you going to do the rest of the day, brother?
Hey, it's a holiday. I'm going back to bed.
I guess everything's closed today, ain't it? I mean, I know.
It's not where I
Banks are
work.
closed.
Yeah.
No, we're not. Benny's is running. Of course, you know the dump's closed, so that kind of puts us in a little bit of a bind. So, and
Yeah, the counties are closed. The
Are they
cities are closed. Yep.
wow,
Holiday.
All closed up and no parade on Main Street.
What the heck is wrong with that picture? I don't know. Now, here's the thing: you get a day off and everything's closed. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Just sit around.
Where are you supposed to rest?
I rest all weekend. I rest all the time. I think that's why I'm poor, because I rest a lot. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yep. So, I don't know. I reckon you're talking about all these parks. And Yosemite National Parks is reinstating the indoor mask mandate. So, you're going to have to wear it when you go to, why would you wear one outside?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
They're reinstating a mandate for indoor masks?
That's what they said.
Are those different than outdoor masks?
I have no idea.
And did they build a dome over Yosemite?
I guess they can, but now you got to. Now, I'm going to tell you, though, I mean, I'll go back to this a lot. Some folks look better with their mask on.
I agree.
Yeah.
This is
Some
true.
should just never take it off.
Yeah. I think that's on the list. See if that's on the list.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a list of things you can't say. Yeah, the world was a better place there for a while. But, yeah, I don't understand it. So is the COVID stuff coming back? Is that the deal? And now people are getting sick with it now. It's not a big deal, is it? I mean, people are not really having that big of an issue with it other than just like the flu.
I guess it's coming back, but like you said, I don't think people are in serious condition with it because I don't hear anything about the ICUs being overcrowded or the number of people dying. So,
Well, it is
It's
Gavin
gonna-
Newsom's state, so that.
it's going to be like the flu, it's going to be with us.
But I think a lot of them deaths that we had, and I'm just saying this, was not really COVID. I just think they got money for it, so they say, "Oh, he got run over by a train. Oh, he died of
Well,
COVID."
Yeah, it did happen.
COVID got
It
him.
got listed as COVID if you had COVID, regardless as if you got hit by a truck.
Well, I think that's
You know.
kind of what a lot of that went to, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Dadgummit, we need another hour, don't we?
I wish.
Yeah. Anyway, any more comments up there, Packy, before we go?
You are rich with friends. That's what Joey Bailey says.
There you go. You're my buddy, ain't you, Joey? I guarantee it. When you got Joey and Moonshiner Jeff, you got it made. That's
Yeah.
all you need. So anyway, Jennifer, thank you for coming in.
Thank
You'll be
you.
back Friday.
Yes, I will.
Hey, Ronnie, she'll be back
There
Friday.
you go, Ronnie.
I'll wear a hat for you, Ronnie.
Blow him a kiss.
Thanks
Blow 'em a
to
kiss.
More Insurance. We'll talk to y'all then.
W249DB and WJULAM, Hiawassee.
Well, look-a here.